Good evening, I am Joel Garbonzo, filling in for Zeb Bobway, who is off tonight having his hair fixed. Tonight's top story, with escalating costs and shrinking budgets, local schools throughout Vermont struggle to survive. For more on the story, we go live to Marty McFly.
Thank you, Joel. As you know, many so-called gold towns in Vermont have struggled to maintain their schools since the inception of both Act 60 and Act 68. This had led to drastic measures to contain the growing costs of education. One of the most shocking situations is here at Sharkpool High School, where teachers are being replaced by zombies.
At Zombie Lifestyle, Inc., we try to work with helping zombies get into the workplace. Our motto is that zombies are people too. Well, not really, they're actually wild animals. But we do train them to fit into different positions, dishwasher, teacher, things like that.
At first we were a bit hesitant, but over time we began to see the benefits of using zombies and have been able to overcome many of the problems we experienced in the beginning.
One of our biggest challenges is that zombies like to bite things, so we had to come up with a way to prevent them from biting the students. One of the things that we found is that zombies are like sharks. When they're hungry, they bite. If they're not hungry, they don't. So we had to come up with different ways to keep them occupied. One of our first methods was a chew toy to see how that would work. Unfortunately, that didn't quite work the way we had expected. Then we tried bubble gum, and unfortunately we didn't get the greatest experience there either. So as we kept experimenting, we finally discovered shock collars as they would misbehave, maybe start to bite a student, we could step in.
Shark. Shark.
So finally we discovered chicken. Lots of raw chicken made a difference.
Bad bite. Bad bite. Good bite. Bad bite. No. Bad bite. Bad bite. Bad, 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 bad bite. Good bite. Good bite.
Aside from the money savings, administration has found additional benefits.
For years, we've had a multitude of disciplinary issues. Students were disrespectful, didn't pay attention, they were rude. We knew we had to take drastic measures to address all of these issues. Once we did, we were really amazed. The disciplinary problems just disappeared. They were gone. In fact, we saw a complete turnaround of even our most difficult students.
The biggest problem I have with the zombies are that they leave their chicken bones all over the place. But zombies can be helpful. For instance, a kid came to me the other day crying that he had dropped his cell phone in the toilet. I wasn't about to reach in and grab it, so lo and behold, along comes a zombie to lend a helping hand, so to speak.
Despite assurances by school administration, many are not convinced.
Of course, we are against using zombies as teachers. They take jobs away from good teachers, and we can't have that happening to our members. Also, they're very qualified people. They have an education that leads them to teaching, that makes them good teachers. And we find that zombies in the classroom are very dead. They just don't do the job like they're supposed to. So I just want to sum up and say, we're opposed to zombies in the classrooms. We want real teachers.
Administration officials disagree.
Well, we only used zombies who were teachers before they were bitten, so technically they are still teachers.
And how do the students feel about this?
What do you think about the American schools?
Ja, ich dachte natürlich, ich komme an eine große Highschool, aber ich bin dann hier in das letzte Kaff gekommen mit 160 Schülern. Das ist wie meine Grundschule und alle sind hier so ein bisschen verrückt, aber positiv verrückt, was manchmal anstrengend ist. Aber ich hatte hier schon sehr viel Spaß, hatte mit dem Fußball Erfolg und es war toll. Es hat Spaß gemacht, aber es kommen auch dann wieder schlechte Zeiten, gute Zeiten, wie das mit dem Austausch so ist. Und dann bin ich letztendlich beim Basketball gelandet und es macht mir sehr viel Spaß, Neues auszuprobieren. Und ja, die Schule hier ist halt nicht ganz das Niveau, was es in Deutschland hat. Deutschland ist viel härter.
Wow, so these zombies are like totally crazy because the school decided that they had to save some money, and now I have to have these zombie teachers running around and drooling on my shoulder. Yeah, you heard that right, drooling on my shoulder. My $84 sweater that I paid a ton of money for, drool all over it. Do you know how much it's gonna cost to go to the dry cleaner? Just for 100 grand, like not even 100 grand. Like how much do teachers even cost these days? Probably not that much. This is ridiculous. I'm suing the school.
All I wanted was friends. So I started hanging out with zombies. They didn't want to hang out. Some of them rejected me. I don't know why I don't have any friends. Guess nobody wants to hang out. Lonely. I don't know why. Guess they don't want to hang out, I guess.
World's smallest violin playing just for you. Oh, we're live. As you can see, the jury is still out on the use of zombie teachers. School officials have said privately one of their major concerns is that students might be bitten, which would be devastating to the school district budget, considering they receive funding from the state for each student they have enrolled. Zombietized students don't tend to do well, which can affect test scores and hurt the No Child Left Behind status with the feds. Reporting from TSN News, this is Marty McFly. Back to you, Joel.
Thank you, Marty. And coming up next on TSN, a heartwarming story about Peggy, a one-legged girl who overcame her disability by getting everyone to do everything else for her. We'll be right back after these messages.